What's up, guys? Thanks for watching this quick video. Aubrey, hello. Chris, Andy, Adam, not sure if you're there. Hello. Hope you're having a good day. Thanks for watching this. Really, my heart is to communicate some more details into Subsplash giving so you all can make the best decision for your church. Aubrey's great. I think you all are in a super awesome space, especially with bringing Aubrey on to keep this organized and on track. App development wise, we're looking at being in a great position with submitting by October 25th and being live by November 25th. We're getting the Rock plugin set up. We may take on some extra meetings for work time with our success manager for the app, David, who Aubrey and the team has met. But want to focus a little bit on giving for a moment. And we talked with Aubrey kind of where you guys are at. Just wanted to kind of take a step back and look at kind of the bigger picture and also just the details of why Subsplash giving could be advantageous. And again, what's just best for you guys. So the giving why, like I would just beg the question, what is your why? It's why I've kind of been wanting to talk to you guys for a moment now and just understand, why this switch from Secure Give. Obviously the savings is there. $72,000 is a big chunk of change with the custom rate that we're going to do for you guys. You get a lower premium or a lower monthly cost for your subscription for the app. But only you can answer, why the switch to online giving? What's that going to do for your church? How is that going to help you guys as a team? How is it going to serve your member? I don't want to give you those answers. I don't want to assume any of those answers. Only you can answer those. But I want to give the facts and what we at Subsplash feel separates us from other donor processors like PushPay, SecureGive, etc. Now, of course, there's the rates that I think yield a lot of savings for you all. But beyond that, I think the biggest key to this is having a giving success manager. Aubrey mentioned the last switch that you all experienced wasn't super great. Would love to hear about that, and understand why it wasn't super great. I beg to maybe point out that maybe you didn't have someone to strategize and track with you from Secure Give, and it was kind of just like up to you guys to figure it out. Josh Chastain is going to be your giving success manager. Aubrey already met him. He's going to be working with timeframes and strategic dates, providing Aubrey with content and different strategic points for utilizing app, push notifications, emailing, texting, etc., to migrate recurring donors over. And we want this to be a smooth migration. We want this to be not just a success, but a delightful experience. We're giving you guys a new app. The in-app giving user experience is going to be the best user experience you guys could potentially have inside of your app, rather than just having it kick out to a browser or a separate giving portal. I can set up my gift right inside of your app, and it's going to look similar to this. Split gifts inside the app with campaigns. There's a lot of features. I actually sent Aubrey this email. Excuse my janky proposal here, but secure permissions in the dashboard for staff limits. I'll get more to that in a second, but big savings. In-app UX is huge. Why Subsplash giving is what this is titled. And app-oriented giving, promo features, Apple and Google Pay, campaigns, text to give, crypto and stock, secure donations, and more. It's going to bring your monthly cost down to, you can see the custom right here. So it's a good deal. That's clear. But beyond that, I want to really impress that we're going to have a no donor left behind policy, and you're going to have Josh for 6 months or more. Actually, for the entire existence, if you partner with Subsplash, you always have access to Josh for giving strategies, implementation, and success. So having a person there does wonders, not only for Aubrey, but for your team of a very relational company. And we don't want to just be relational on the app side, but especially on the giving side, because that's so sensitive and that has to succeed. Aubrey mentioned some permissions was a concern. And so I wanted to elaborate on that for a moment. In our system, in our dashboard for every user, there is essentially a super admin that you can designate for any user. So any user that is designated as an administrator can access and change other users' access points. Someone can be a content manager, but not be an admin. So that way they can't change their own permissions to then get access to giving. So the concern is making sure people that are managing content, app, website, whatever it is, media don't have the ability to go in and to giving information and access giving data. So that's totally appropriate on our platform. The people that you allow to change roles in their user settings have to be pinned as an admin. As long as they are, or as long as they are not, they cannot change their restrictions and permissions. If they are, then they can. So whoever the super admins are, they'll just be docked as an admin. If they're not, don't click that and they can't change anything. So we're good on that. We don't want donors left behind clearly. And so we're going to work strategically for the next 6+ months to make sure those recurring donors are moved over. And I'll get to what that looks like in a second. And then donor growth. We see a lot of churches actually experience a pretty substantial increase, especially depending on the time of the year. And the time of the year we're looking at for you guys is awesome because it's around the holidays, or starting in the fall and then into the holidays. So we would expect to see not only a migration successfully, but also an increase in donors because you're promoting a new giving solution. There's a new app, new gifts will ideally be created. So the migration, so obviously, like I said, the biggest one's going to be Josh. He's going to be huge for helping strategize with Aubrey and making sure that she's not doing it alone and your team is set up for short-term and long-term success. Also, the Rock plugin is going to be huge. I want to play this quick video. It's actually from our meeting earlier today that goes into, double me, it goes into Josh explaining how the Rock plugin works.
Well, I was going to say that kind of changes quite a bit. I can give you a bit more description of like how we could do a transition then.
Perfect. Yeah.
Because if you're using Rock as the backend system, you could just do the single sign-on experience and creating basically, I'll just show my screen here. This is a church I'm currently working with that's about your size.
Okay.
And what we did for their giving transition is when you log into their Rock portal from the website, we have the steps for their giving transition here. So they're already used to going there to manage their account anyways. And then we just put the simple steps here that actually takes them to go set up their new gift in Subsplash, turn off their old gift inside of the system they were using, and then they can go here to actually see their recurring setup. And so we've done this both in the web version for Rock clients, as well as in their Subsplash app, having the same simple steps, so that no matter how somebody is accessing the information, they follow the same steps, they take them to the same places, and it's easily accessible, whether they're coming from their desktop or whether they're coming from the app, and they can just use their single sign-on. So you have data integrity, you don't have people creating new profiles and all this. They're all doing a single sign-on. And it's extremely easy because it just takes them right to where they need to go to set it up, which cuts down a lot on the transition time.
Yeah, Josh, so I forgot to tell you about this. I apologize. That's a big part of the equation. So
That is super helpful. I feel like that would just create such a smoother experience. Yeah.
If you want to see what that looks like too.
Yeah, and then we goes into what it's going to look like in the app. So of course on the Rock portal, but also in an app, and your app's going to look a little better than this, I think. But we'll go down and see the giving transition right there, and it literally follows them step by step to get logged in through their single sign in with the Rock, and then set up the new gift right here. So it's very clear, smooth, easy. We'll utilize push notifications and other communication avenues to make that clear. Yeah, lastly, thanks for watching this again. Want to emphasize the timing. I think the timing is critical and that we should start as soon as you guys are comfortable in starting, whether it's this week or next week, or at least initiating it, saying, yeah, we're going to roll with this. And then early October, throwing the new giving solution for non-recurring donors on your current website. And then as the app continues to be developed, once that launches in November, then we'll go ahead and utilize that launch on November 25th to really keep the momentum going, since we already established momentum through October and through the beginning of November. App launches, we'll see a lot of development there for the mobile access as well. So Josh, again, we'll track you for 6 months or more, however long you need it. So we'd love to serve you. Obviously, there's a heaviness to this, and so we want to be a faithful servant, never overpromise, underdeliver. We want to underpromise, if anything, and overdeliver. And so I'd love to field any questions, concerns, have a conversation with you guys, because we want to do this right. We don't want to just do it for the sake of doing it. We want this to be something that is a long-term solution for you all. And I know you guys are in the space where you're moving off of Rock. You want to have more of that Apple, not Android kind of experience feel for your interfaces. I think this is going to be the best user interface for giving. And although it's not piecemealing and using a separate system just for giving, with the permission restrictions that we do have in our system, check mark there. And then obviously you guys get to now have a better solution for engagement with giving integrated inside that app, which is I think going to be impactful long term. So thank you for watching this. We'd love to serve you. Again, I'm still willing to come up and drive up there. Would love to take you guys to lunch or dinner and talk more about this in person, or we can always do Zoom, whatever's best for you guys. But cheers, God bless you all, and we'll talk to you soon.